saw an 8-foot tall shadow, and I actually ran out of there and ran out towards the back door.
Ashmore Estates, y'all, here we are.
All of that paranormal activity could be soaked in the walls of this asylum.
Ashmore Estates is 100% haunted.
That was creepy. That was very creepy.
I'm feeling a presence on my right side, like someone's getting very close to me.
I'm close.
It just said I'm close.
I feel like I saw my shadow move, but I wasn't moving.
If we go back into the kitchen, will we see that 8-foot tall shadow? Can you show Dave what happened to you?
Ew.
Behind.
Ah! Oh my God.
You got run protection.
Thanks, Joe.
All right, Dave, we are in Ashmore, Illinois. And this location is one that we've been looking forward to investigating for literally years.
Oh yeah.
I can say that this place is out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, nothing but fields surrounding this building. And it is one of the most famous and supposedly one of the most haunted psychiatric hospitals or asylums in the United States of America.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of history behind this one.
Tonight, we're gonna be investigating the Ashmore Estates.
Yes, we are. Here we are.
And this place was originally a poor farm up until the 1950s, when it was sold by the county to a private psychiatric hospital, who then used it to treat and to take care of those afflicted with psychiatric illnesses up until the 1980s. And from what we hear, there was some very tragic things that happened here. And there's a multitude of spirits and people that they believe could still haunt the Ashmore Estates.
This is gonna be a good one. I cannot wait.
I cannot wait. And we are pulling up. It is right up here on the left. Look at this place. Wow. You can just tell that this place has history, and you can tell that this place has energy. Here we go.
Ooh, Ashmore Estates, y'all. Here we are.
Here we are.
You ready?
I am ready. Let's head inside and meet up with a few friends who invited us to investigate here tonight. Let's finally investigate the Ashmore Estates.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We were invited here tonight by Amy and Jared of Amy's Crypt to do a special collaboration in what many people believe to be one of the most terrifying asylums in all of Illinois. And while we're here, we'll test out a brand new program that they created that very well could change the paranormal field as we know it.
Oh, it's generating. Ew. Oh God.
And there's no better place to do it than here. But Ashmore Estates was not always a psychiatric hospital, although the other iterations of this institution were just as tragic.
So Ashmore Estates started out as a poor farm. And poor farm basically was anybody that wasn't able to take care of themselves. This is where they came. So you had orphans, widowers who couldn't afford to take care of themselves, criminals, just basically anybody that society didn't want, pretty much. This is where they would be. After that, we were a psychiatric hospital and then a nursing home.
All right, Dave, we are now inside Ashmore Estates, and this place is creepy. The structure that we're in right now was built in 1916, but there were structures here before. This was the Cole County Poor Farm.
So we had, 200 acres. We had about 27, 28 buildings. So we had, a school, butcher shop, art, activity building. It wasn't just this building. So everybody that was here would have some kind of job, because that would be your way, basically your, payment for staying here.
They ended up using this until the 1980s, but it was converted into a psychiatric hospital in the 1950s. And there's even a room upstairs, which we will see, where they
did electroshock therapy.
We use these electrodes. We place them on the patient's head like this, and then by means of this machine, we pass a controlled electric current through the brain.
There's a lot to uncover here at Ashmore Estates. Before we get started and go full night vision, we're gonna walk through and take a look and see what we have to work with.
Let's do it. Yeah, there's a lot of history in this place, and like you said, in the early years, the conditions here were bad, but from what we understand, when they rebuilt and started using this building again, conditions improved, but that doesn't erase the emotions and that doesn't erase the bad things that happened here. So that history is still here, and it appears that it's led to some hauntings, so.
The most common, I would say, shadows on every floor, up and down the hallways, walking back and forth between the rooms, whistling. The whistling is a big thing. I've actually heard that on this floor. Things being moved. There's a couple tricycles in the building. We've had those moved. I don't think there's an area in the building that hasn't had stuff happen.
Now, this would have been the dining area right here that we're standing in now, and it actually had a kitchen right here as well. But just about a year ago, Ashley, an employee here, had a very creepy experience back here in this kitchen.
So the fact that I love this building, it's my home. It's the one place I didn't think I'd ever be ran out of. And about a year ago, I was actually ran out of the kitchen.
She said she was standing right here in this doorway about 10 o'clock in the morning, cleaning up after a group had investigated. And she said as she was cleaning, she heard a movement coming from right over here behind you, Dave.
And I saw basically like an 8-foot tall shadow figure. And I heard the footsteps, I could feel the footsteps, and it sounded like he basically had concrete boots on and like he was gonna run through me and throw me across the room. And I actually ran out of there and ran out towards the back door.
I noticed something while reviewing the footage of our conversation about Ashley's experience in the kitchen, something that Dave didn't see in the moment. When I turned my head, on the side of my neck are 3 distinct scratches. I have no idea how these scratches got on my neck, and we have no footage of me scratching myself. It may not be paranormal, but for documentation's sake, I have to point it out.
Now, they have no idea what that 8-foot tall shadow was that she saw, but maybe we can come in contact with that tonight.
Hopefully that would be, as I turn around there, that kind of freaked me out. But it would be very interesting to come across an 8-foot tall shadow in here. That would be terrifying. So if anybody sees it, hopefully it's you.
Throw me under the bus.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
That 8-foot tall shadow, they don't know why it's here, but there is a spirit who they do have very interesting encounters with right across the hall here, that they do know who he is. And he's one of the more famous and notable spirits of the Ashmore estate. So let's go to the boiler room, talk about Joe.
Joe Bloxam, he was here during the poor farm. He was mentally challenged, and they gave him jobs here to kind of make him feel like he had a purpose. He had a half-sister who he would visit, and on one of his trips on the way back, he was hit by a train. He did manage to make it back to the building and unfortunately passed away.
People believe that Joe never left, and that Joe is very protective of this building. And he doesn't like people in this room, apparently. He feels like this is his space, and especially women. And that's kind of interesting because being here tonight with Amy and Jared, I'll be interested to see what happens whenever Amy comes down here and to see if Joe lets her know that he's here, or maybe that he's not happy with her presence in this area.
I was actually pushed down those stairs once. I've had a couple other ladies who have been in there who have said they've been touched or scratched. And I think the reason he doesn't like women down there, because the room before that would have been the men's dining room during that time, so women wouldn't have been allowed in there.
And that's all attributed to this man, to Joe. So Joe, if you're here and you want to talk to us and speak to us tonight, there are 4 of us here. There's myself, Ryan, this is Dave, and then our friends, Amy and Jared, will be here with us in the building tonight. So, feel free to come out and speak to us. We'd love to talk to you.
Yeah, this room right here definitely has a vibe to it. It does.
I mean, we have tons of spirits here that we probably don't know their names, but we also do have a lot of kids too. Especially, I think the kids are the ones that play on the stairs a lot and set off the lights, like the motion lights, which you guys will probably see at some point because that happens a lot. I think they're the ones that tend to do that.
All right, so coming into this corridor here, you have what I believe is a nurse's station.
Whoa.
And
Did you hear that?
camera.
Huh. Maybe it was the camera. I have to review that and listen to it again, but... Sorry, go ahead.
I heard a laugh.
You did.
Yes. It was like from over here.
Huh. Maybe it was the camera. I have to review that and listen to it again, but... Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. Did it sound like a little girl?
It was like... It was very, very subtle. So I hope that one of our mics picked that up.
I hope so too. But that is an interesting experience already, because I mean, all these toys that are scattered here throughout Ashmore Estates, I mean, they believe multiple children haunt this place, but the one that is the most famous is a young girl named Elva Skinner.
So Elva Skinner, she was actually in the original Poor Farm building, so the first one that was built around 1870. She was about 10 days before her 5th birthday. She was up getting ready for breakfast one morning, and her dress, unfortunately, got a little too close to a candle and caught on fire, and she ended up dying from burns. So she is here in the building. She likes lights, so things that light up, things that make noise, but she's all over the building. She doesn't stay in just one place.
People hear and see from her all the time here inside Ashmore Estates, and she's been known to interact with toys, interact with flashing balls, lights, equipment, all stuff that we're going to be setting up here.
Yeah, I hope that we get to come in contact with her a little bit tonight. I don't know if that laugh was her or not. Obviously, I don't know what she sounded like when she laughed, but that was creepy. That was very creepy. So Elva, if you're here tonight, don't be afraid to come out and talk to us, okay?
A lot of people don't like the 3rd floor. During the psychiatric hospital, that's where they would have kept the worst patients, would have been on the 3rd floor. And a lot of times people feel very heavy up there. A lot of shadow play up there.
Strange.
I'm just gonna go ahead and shut that door.
We saw nothing.
We have to remember that during the time that this was Ashmore Estates, when this was a psychiatric hospital, there would have been patients that were brought here that probably would not have known what was happening, what was going on. Some of the more severe mentally ill individuals that were kept here, they probably had a severe or even a strong fear of what was happening to them, why they were here, what was happening, why they couldn't go home. And all of that residual energy, along with some of the intelligent paranormal activity, could be soaked in the walls of this asylum. You know, replaying itself. That sadness could still be here.
Make sure you do outside as well. We used to do open houses, and we actually had a lady come through who actually lived here. Her mom and dad were actually the superintendents, and they lived up on the 3rd floor. And when she was a little kid, she remembers going across to the north side of the building, looking out in the fields, and she remembers seeing somebody out there digging at night. And when she was a kid, she never, thought about it or knew what they were doing until she got older and kind of put two and two together and realized that they were probably out there digging graves. So we're pretty sure that there's probably bodies buried out there in the fields.
So you walk into this room, and of course you have all the general furniture and stuff, but there are parts of this building that have been changed since its time as a psychiatric hospital even. And actually, from what they said, there was a wall right here that sectioned off this side of this room as its own separate room. And they say this was the electroshock therapy room. People believe that paranormal activity is made up of energy. People believe that paranormal activity can create this electricity, EMF energy. So what happens when electricity is applied to the brain, to the consciousness of a human being? Could that in and of itself create a charge of possible future paranormal activity? Guess we're gonna find out tonight.
The people that had to go through this obviously was not a fun thing for them to go through. It was probably very traumatic if they even knew what they were about to walk into. So it's just, I don't know, there's probably a lot of energy in this area right here if this is in fact where that took place.
Yeah.
Ashmore Estates is 100% haunted, in my opinion. I always tell people, I'm not here to prove to them that it's haunted, because I know it is. I always tell people come in with an open mind and see what you get.
But what do you think, Dave? Should we get out the equipment, switch over to night vision, and see what happens on our investigation tonight of Ashmore Estates?
I am in fact ready. Let's head downstairs, get some equipment, throw some batteries in it, and head back out into Ashmore Estates here and see if we can make any communication with some of the former residents here.
Let's do it. And remember, guys, make sure you head over to Amy's Crypt and watch their video, because it's going to be different from ours. We're going to be splitting up, investigating different parts of this building. You don't want to miss what Amy and Jared capture on their investigation. That being said, let's do it. So we're getting ready to start the first session here at Ashmore. Amy and Jared went up to the upper floor. To the third floor, they're gonna do an Estes session up there, and our thoughts were, when you watch their video, you'll get to see them do an Estes on the third floor. We're gonna do an Estes in the boiler room and try and communicate with Joe and see what happens. So I'm gonna sit here back in the maintenance area. Dave's gonna be out in the boiler room and also maybe up and around that first floor area. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and put these headphones on and yeah, so Dave is getting ready to set up on his camera. I'm gonna go ahead and sweet.
You good, Rye?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, headphones going on.
Can you hear me?
Water.
Water. Joe, we've come here to try and make communication with you tonight. My name is Dave, and that is Ryan in there, in your workshop. He is listening to a radio with headphones on, and believe it or not, you can use that to talk to him. So could you go down there and say hello to him through the headphones? Through the radio? You don't have to be afraid of
What
us.
do you want?
That scared me. We just want to talk. Is that okay?
Yes.
What is your name, please? Tell me your name.
I just heard a lady's voice. Oh.
Coffin.
And then a man came through and said something about the sun.
Ma'am, who are you? What is your name?
What happened?
I'm not sure. To us, you've passed away. You're no longer living.
I'm back now, or we're back now.
Okay, who are you? If you're just now back, you may not have heard me, but Ryan has a radio, and he can hear you talking to him.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's pretty neat how that works, huh? What did you do here at Ashmore?
There are 8.
There are 8 of you? Joe, did you get hurt somewhere? What happened to you? What happened to Joe?
The same woman's voice keeps coming through. It's kind of creepy.
What is your name, ma'am? I set one of my pieces of equipment on one of the pieces of the boiler down there. Can you try and touch that? Can you try and touch that piece of equipment down there? I brought it for
Hold.
you. I brought it for you. Hold. Did you like working down there in the boiler, Joe?
Answer?
We heard something happened to you, and you ended up losing your life. What happened?
Male voice. Hello.
Hi.
Drawing.
Can you please come through and answer some of my questions? My friend Amy is here. Is it okay if she comes down into the boiler room? Oh.
Behind.
Dude, no way.
And then a woman said, "You'll hear it."
I heard something behind me there. And he said behind and you'll hear it. Oh.
Behind.
Dude, no way. I just heard
And then a
something.
woman said, "You'll hear it."
Whew, that freaked me out. Who's over there? What's your name?
What you heard. Same woman's voice.
Did I hear you? Is that what the noise was? I'm sorry for freaking out. It just startled me.
Ooh, that was a creepy man's voice.
Choices.
And then a woman said, "Choices."
Can you roll that wheelchair towards me? Are you able to do that?
I want to come.
Can you push that wheelchair over here?
Sure.
Somebody over here in this room in front of me was making some noises, and that's fine. But can you tell me your name?
I'm feeling a presence on my right side, like someone's getting very close to me.
Who is that down there by Ryan?
More.
You're allowed to, I said more. You're allowed to be down there.
I'm close.
It just said I'm close.
Oh, Who? Oh, man. Oh, that scared me.
No way.
Who? I thought I saw something in front of me. Who, with the blindfold on, like it went really dark.
It said I'm close.
Play.
Play. Are you playing?
Oh.
Possessed.
Possessed.
I couldn't understand this response in the moment, because it sounds like two different voices speaking at once. But on review, you can hear what the voices are saying. Right after GhostTube says,
Play.
Play? Are you playing?
it sounds like two voices come through the spirit box at once. One of them saying, play, and a more static-y voice saying, play now.
Play now. Play now.
Oh.
So the question is, who wants to play?
Possessed.
Possessed.
It's getting really cold in here.
Are you a negative energy? Are you a negative spirit? Are you the 8-foot-tall shadow?
Oh, that was a creepy man's voice. It sounded like it said, save him.
I don't like this, you guys. I don't like this at all.
I feel like someone's standing right behind me.
Are you standing behind Ryan? Joe, is that you? If it's not Joe, tell him what your name is, please.
Oh. Same man's voice. Very raspy voice. Hide them or hide him.
Are you the 8-foot-tall shadow that's seen in here? Are you the one that chased Ashley out of here?
Woman said bye.
Are you able to come and go as you please? It's gotten very quiet, you guys.
The voices have pretty much stopped completely, which is very weird.
Ryan?
Did you say my name? Yes.
Okay.
I thought I heard it, but I didn't quite. Was any of that relevant?
There was some strangeness with that. Not a lot, but what was relevant was weird. I can't wait for you to see that later, because that was pretty weird.
For our second session, we'll go up to the 3rd floor while Amy and Jared take over the boiler room to see how Joe reacts to Amy's presence. If you'd like to see what happens, you can find it on the Amy's Crypt YouTube channel by clicking the link in the description. But for our session on the 3rd floor, we'll do an SLS sweep to see if the camera detects any human-shaped anomalies in the part of Ashmore Estates that was reserved for the worst behaved patients. While we get the SLS camera set up downstairs, we leave our equipment and static cameras alone up here to see if anyone takes interest before we arrive.
All right, so we are going to split up once again. Ryan and I are going to go up to the 3rd floor, and we're going to do an SLS sweep of that floor and see what we can come up with. And we're going to meet up with Amy and Jared here in just a little bit.
Yeah. You ready to head up?
Yeah, let's go.
Go up. Dave's running the SLS camera tonight. The 3rd floor, of course, is where the electroshock therapy took place.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Now we added the paranormal music box to the mix right over here. We have an audio recorder set up right in between on this chair. Right in between that and the REM pod, so that audio recorder is going to pick up the sound of both of those going off, or possibly a spirit voice, an EVP, electronic voice phenomena. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if any of these go off, or maybe we capture the voice of one of the many spirits here at Ashmore Estates.
I've got a camera here. If anyone would like their photo taken, could you stand right in front of me here? I'd love to be able to take your picture for you. Can we come into your room here?
Stand in front of Dave. He'll be able to see you and he'll be able to take your picture or your portrait.
Oh, I've got cold chills.
Clear.
Comfort. Clear. You have cold chills?
I do. We know that you know how to use all of these devices that we've got. So if you're here, could you try?
George. Sandy.
Could you try and set one of them off?
What? That was the weirdest possible way for it to say cupcake. Cupcake. This is the electroshock room.
This
This is the electroshock room.
Is there anybody in here getting a treatment? Is that you?
What?
I don't know, I heard
Picture. Frigid.
Dude, it just said picture. Since we walked up here, we've been asking them if they want a picture.
Yeah. Is that you?
Yes. Would you like a picture? Stand in front of Dave. He'll take your picture. If there are any children here, Elva or any of the other kids, we put a flashing toy on the tricycle out there. Do you want to go over and touch it and make the lights turn on?
Can you try and push that tricycle for us? It's right there in the hallway. It's easy to push.
Are you going to sit on the original bed?
I want to try to lay on it.
I forgot this was in here. This is an original bed from Ashmore Estate.
Yes.
From when this was a psychiatric hospital.
Yeah. Lord knows I could use it.
The bed or a psychiatric hospital?
Both.
If there's anyone in here. Can you go stand beside Dave on his left-hand side?
I've got a chair here if you'd like to come sit down. If there's anybody up here on this floor with us, I'm inviting you to come into this room and talk with us. We might not have introduced ourselves to you up here, but my name is Dave and this is Ryan.
We've traveled a long way to come speak to you.
Don't be afraid to come in and talk to us.
We'd love it if you could walk from the common room the day room and come down this way if you can. It's eerily quiet up here.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
So we've been up here for about 35 minutes at this point. None of the equipment has gone off. I mean, we have motion sensors, proximity meters, EMF detectors, the paranormal music box. Nothing has gone off. We haven't heard anything. We haven't seen anything. We haven't even felt a presence up here since we got up here. The SLS camera hasn't picked up any unexplained figures. So the third floor seems absolutely dead silent to us right now. Ashley said that they get activity outside. Do you think for the next session, just to see what happens, maybe we should grab the thermal camera and step outside?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Unfortunately, our thermal camera's battery was dead from the cold, so we can't use it. So instead, we decided to go outside with Amy and Jared as a group to do a ghost tube seer session. And we decide to set up right where the staff believes there may be unmarked graves. For this session, Dave will be watching the image generated by Seer through the ghost tube lens, a virtual reality headset that takes this experience to a whole new level. We also did a Seer session for the Amy's Crypt channel, where I wore the lens, so if you want to see that, you know where to find it. But exactly how does ghost tube Seer work? Let's find out from one of the creators.
So you can use Seer without the lens. Basically, it's picturizing environmental data that the phone picks up on. So you can think of it as a lot of other devices, things like the Ovilus or our other apps, GhostTube Original, but it's creating an image, which is something that's never been done before. We've kind of integrated elements of VR and sensory deprivation into that experiment. So you can wear ghost tube lens, you're basically watching repetitive noise unless an image is generating. And the thought is to kind of like deprive you of your other senses so that you can fixate and focus on something just purely visual and information that you're being fed. I'm sorry, but did this just get really dark out here?
Did the light just turn off?
I'm not sure, I was looking at the screen.
I saw a light turn off then too.
I just felt like things got really dark out here.
A light just turned, something just turned off. Yeah, all this, there must have been a light on over here and it's just been switched off or something. Weird.
And we've had good results with it so far. We've also been mixing it with things like, sort of like doing an Estes while watching, but I think it's cool to do it without, where you can hear and you can give the live feedback in the moment or ask questions yourself while using GhostTube lens.
Look down to proceed. Okay. Okay, and you need me to go to...
See a session and then start recording straight away.
Okay.
Then you're good.
Okay. Recording now.
Okay, if there's anybody out here that can hear my voice, we're very friendly people.
There's an image already of two angels in the sky, flapping their wings.
Are they wearing anything?
Just like angel bodies. I don't know how to explain it. But one of them, they have hair. And they're flying in the sky.
Maybe that could be symbolic.
It is Easter currently today. I don't know if that's like a religious thing that would tie into that. But thank you if there's somebody around. I don't know if you are tied to the building behind us that we've been in all night, or if there's anyone else out here maybe lost. We'd love to interact. Can you show yourself to us? Can you give us a clue as to who you are? You just need to go up to this man with a funny thing on his head. He won't hurt you, I promise.
You guys, this is, for anybody watching, this is so freaking cool. You have to try this. It is so cool.
Can you show us what used to be out here on this ground, on this land?
We have these lights right here. If anyone wants to walk up and touch them, that's how they work. And then after that, show Dave what used to be out here, like Amy said. What used to be here.
Yes, by the way, my name is Dave. And these are my friends here, Amy, Ryan, and Jared, if I'm pointing in the right areas. But
you're pretty much dead on.
Good, yeah. Is anyone else getting really off vibes out here?
I kind of feel like we're being watched out here.
Agreed.
If that makes sense.
I just had something really weird happen, and I'm like...
What?
I'm like, do I share this? Because it's going to sound nuts.
Here we go.
Oh. I just looked over here, and my own shadow was like this.
Like you're...
Like, I feel like I saw my shadow move, but I wasn't moving. And I don't even actually think it was like... I don't know. I just felt like an arm came up that I didn't do.
What are you seeing, Dave?
A big green eyeball. Is there somebody right here?
No.
I totally feel somebody right here.
That's where I just seen...
That is exactly where Amy was pointing about her shadow.
Really?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you can't see our shadows on the infrared.
Well...
And it's gone.
Was it a trick of my own eye, though? Do you know what I mean? Like, and you just said you feel like we're being watched.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It is definitely creeping me out, though, out here.
And it's gone.
Can you come towards our voices? Can you hear us?
We want to know about your life. We want to know about who you were, what you did. We'd love to hear your story of you and your life.
Okay, we're generating.
Thank you.
Oh, we've got a bouquet of roses. We've got a white rose, a red rose.
Thank you for showing us that.
Okay, it's gone.
Who do the flowers belong to? Can you show us that? How are you feeling doing it, Dave?
Honestly, I've been doing this since 1999, and this is one of the coolest things I've ever done. This is really cool.
That's exciting.
Is Elva here? Elva, can you show Dave what happened to you? Or show Dave what your favorite toy was?
Guys?
Yes?
You just all got very quiet. Okay, we're generating.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh god, that's creepy. There's 3 dolls. A doll wearing a red dress, a doll with pink hair wearing a green shirt, and a doll with red hair wearing a purple dress. And the doll in the middle with the pink hair is looking at the woman in the blue dress.
There's a woman in a blue dress?
Or a doll in a blue dress, rather.
Oh.
Didn't I ask for her to show her favorite toy?
Yeah,
You
there's
did,
3
actually.
dolls.
Yeah.
This is the first ghost tube seer image that's come through with direct relevance to a request or question. What are the chances that after I asked Elva,
Is Elva here? Elva, can you show Dave what happened to you? Or show Dave what your favorite toy was?
that the environmental data collected by GhostTube would generate this image of 3 dolls?
Ooh.
And this image alone is somewhat terrifying. But when you take the question into consideration, it makes it so much more chilling. And this won't be the last image of relevance. Soon, we'll be shown an image that still leaves us speechless.
Is okay.
We'll have to go inside and see if there's any dolls like that.
Alpha, we would love to play, or if there's any other children here, we would absolutely love to play dolls with you. I definitely would.
Can you show us what happened to Joe?
Or Elva?
Come on, Joe, I thought we were friends now.
Could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I thought I just saw shadows going across the field back there behind Amy. Like way back.
There's definitely like movement out here, and I feel like I'm hallucinating or something.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm like, I don't want to keep saying I'm seeing stuff out here, but for reals.
It could just be pareidolia with my eyes. Like visual matrixing, because those lights are flickering slightly. But
What was
I
that?
definitely heard that.
Yeah.
Where did you go?
Can you show Dave just one more image to help us understand who you are?
Or show me. Oh, it's generating. Ew. Oh God. There's a young gentleman with a very large mustache.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
Jared, mind you out the gutter.
Large moustache, okay.
A large mustache that's twinkling. Could this be Joe?
Could be, but why was that ew?
Well, because I thought it was a slug at first. You'll see what I mean.
Do you have any other?
Whoa. Oh my God! We've got REM action.
Thanks, Joe.
Joe, is that you? Let's keep
Maybe
going.
we shouldn't laugh at his appearance, guys. Just saying.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Now it's all happening.
Joe, is that you?
Joe, can you come a little bit closer to where I'm standing? Move to the next red light.
Thank you for doing that.
It's really going off now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whichever spirit I'm speaking to, can you show me your best representation of what death is like and what we see and experience after we die? Can you show that to me? What is the last thing that you saw as you were dying? Okay, we're generating.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh.
What do you see?
It's still building. It looks like... Oh, it's kind of like morphing faces and a morphing, like a wall. Are you showing me like everybody that was in your life that flashed, I don't know, before your eyes as you were dying? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, a wall. I feel like I'm just sitting here or laying here and all of these people are watching me.
Wow.
Were these the people that were around you as you were passing?
Naturally, looking at this image, Dave's eyes were drawn to the polymorphic faces on the left. They're unsettling and creepy. But analyzing this image fully after the fact, we noticed something in the background. David just asked Joe to show us the last thing that he saw before he passed.
One of his trips on the way back, he was hit by a train.
What is the last thing that you saw as you were dying?
When we exported this full image from Seer, we can see that the background shape to us almost resembles the front of an old steam engine exiting a tunnel with blood covering the ground in front of it. Do you see this as well? The image is very surrealistic, so it's very hard to tell. But knowing Joe met his end by being hit by a train, this image sends chills up our spine.
Ooh.
But like, okay, so show me the last thing that you saw before you died. All the people around him. That's freaky.
So with that, we're gonna head back inside. Dave finished the seer session. And if you wanna see what I saw through the lens, make sure you go over to Amy's crypt and you watch us investigate the second floor and do another seer session with the lens. But we're gonna head back inside, do one more session in the building.
Whoa. Hello? Whoa. Wow.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Is there someone touching that green light right there? If you are, can you touch it again for us?
That was odd. Do you like that thing that makes all the lights?
So we're now on the basement level of the Ashmore Estates, and we are down in the Thank you. Can you touch the one in the kitchen in here too? It's red light, it's on the floor. We talked to Ashley, and Ashley said she saw an 8-foot tall shadow move through this room.
Are you an inmate here at Ashmore? Well.
Okay. What if I put this right here?
Whoa. Can you push that right off of that table? Can you push it right off of there?
Whoa. We hear a noise down here, and then all of a sudden we turn away and...
Go for it. Push it off of there.
Joe?
Joe, if that's you, can you light that up one more time for us? Thank you.
Whoa. I heard that. That was loud. That was like behind you.
Yeah. You sitting in that chair in the corner? Should we go back into the kitchen?
If we go back into the kitchen, will we see that 8-foot tall shadow?
I'm gonna walk back in here.
Okay. Whoa. Literally as soon as you went to walk back there.
Do you not want us to go back in there?
If you don't want us to go in there, make it light up all the way. If you don't want us back here, come through this box and tell us. I'm standing right where Ashley was standing when she saw that tall shadow. Who is that?
What is your name? What was that?
That was like a loud thumping sound over here.
We continued this spirit box session for another 20 minutes, and in that time, no voices came through. The paranormal tripwire, EMF lantern, and REM pod never triggered. Ashmore Estates is a legendary haunted location. The stories of paranormal activity here have kept investigators traveling to rural Illinois for over a decade. And even though over 50% of our investigation was almost silent, we left with some peculiar experiences.
Oh,
Behind.
dude, no way. I just...
And then a woman said, "You'll hear it."
Whoa. Oh my god, got REM pod action.
Thanks, Joe.
Joe, is that you?
One thing's for sure, the history of this building still speaks, and those who still call this place home want their story to be heard.
Are you a resident here at Edinburg Manor?
We really don't know what their definition of insanity was. I do know that there were people here that were here for no other reason than their families didn't want them.
Whoa. Whoa.
I have seen people scratched.
Oh, shit. Mommy.
Susie?
The energy is different. You can feel it.
Whoa. That light just come on?
That's really creepy.
All right, Dave, we are officially pulling up to Edinburg Manor.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I am excited for this one.
This is said to be the most haunted asylum in all of Iowa.
Yes, it is.
Look at this place. You can just feel the energy off of this place as you pull up. Wow.
Is Edinburg Manor haunted? Yes, I do believe that it is. You hear the noises, the tapping, the knocking, the shuffling, and I have been pushed. I have had my hair pulled, seen people scratched. The energy is different. You can feel it.
Oh, wow.
This is really cool.
Yeah, this is a little bit creepier than I was expecting.
Yeah.
You wanna head down this way?
Yeah, let's walk down this way. We have yet to see any part of this building, and I'm really excited to walk through here and get kind of like a first impression as to what the energy of Edinburg Manor is like, because it's infamous. We've heard so many stories about this place, and we're finally here.
Historically, somewhere around 1846 to 1850, this entire property, there was over 200 acres, was the county poor farm, where if you were homeless or got arrested, they would send you here, and you had to work. It was a place for people to go who didn't have any place else to be. Over time, it transitioned to this particular building, which has been here since 1911. And they always intended to house insane people here.
It's so creepy to see the beds and the chairs and everything in these rooms.
As they would have been.
As they would have been. Especially when you get to see like the toys for the children, it kind of tugs at your heartstrings and makes you understand that, you know, there were children that called this place home, children that passed away here. And there's a lot of energies that are picked up on. A lot of people experience child spirits in here.
There's a little girl. She's probably one of my favorites. I learned about her early on into this whole process. She's somewhere between the ages of 7 and 10, and her name is Suzanne, but they call her Susie. She was dropped off and left here. Very sad situation. When people encountered her, she didn't understand. She didn't know what was going on. You know, very angry. And then the people that come realize that she likes to play.
Yeah, I mean, looking at this, you might think like you're crammed into this building with a bunch of other people, and you know that it might not have been very clean, the food might not have been that great, the staff might not have been that great, the care might not have been that great, but this is
It's not like shuffling.
This is the only thing these people had. Mm-hmm. This was it. This was their last stop, their last resort. The care might not have been that great, but this is
They called him insane. We don't use those words any longer, but they called him insane. We really don't know what their definition of insanity was. I do know that there were people here that were here for no other reason than their families didn't want them. They may not have been crazy. They may have been a little weird. But back then you could do that. You didn't have to have a reason to put someone in a facility like this. So people fell through the cracks. Bad things did happen. It was operational as a care facility, I guess you'd call it, for adults with mental disabilities up until November of 2010. And at that time, there were 30 adult residents. They really didn't know they were leaving. It was kind of a sad situation. The county leased it out, and the company that was here asked the county for money to put into the building. County said no. They left.
Oh, I bet you this is how you get to the... Wait. I heard something upstairs. That's the basement, but I just heard something up here. Hello? Did you hear that?
I did not, no.
If there's anyone up here with us, my name is Ryan and this is Dave, and we're going to be spending the night with you tonight.
That was what I heard. That was like movement right here on the stairs. Yes.
You're more than welcome to come out and talk to us. That's why we came here tonight.
Oh, sh**. Wait.
Hello?
That was loud.
That was very loud.
Oh, sh**. Oh, sh**.
The question is what direction did it come from?
It sounded dumb.
This way?
Yeah. And these are the original beds and the original furniture. So, this was harboring a lot of energy from these residents that were here that may have passed on.
Yeah.
I believe it's 253 documented deaths. Historically, we know that if someone died, it is highly likely that they would give you some sort of burial, but we don't really have a clue where all those people are.
Okay, this is definitely tight quarters here.
And this is the dining hall. Wow.
That
It just keeps going.
that is quite intimidating.
Yeah.
In the basement, there's a long hallway that goes between the dining room and the laundry room. Middle of the day, I was walking from the laundry room towards the dining room, and whatever it was came at me and did what I describe as like a shoulder jack, and literally it just kind of went like that, and I spun around. It was a little disconcerting, and I'm like, let's not do that again. That was probably the biggest one I've had.
And that, I believe that right there is the hallway that Cindy said that we should pay attention to tonight.
The biggest, I don't know if it's a caution or a reminder, is that the majority of people that lived here had some sort of mental illness. So their communication skills may not always be what we want it to be or expect it to be. To me, being pushed or having my hair pulled is not evil, bad. It's just a way to get your attention.
You just expect to look over and see someone walk by with these doorways.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if that's an expectation or a premonition of the energy, but it's creepy. But this hallway right out here, this is definitely an abandonment spot.
Oh, absolutely.
Camera, this end down here pointing all the way down to the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Occasionally, it can get uncomfortable. I have heard some musings from some people that there may be something dark here. So I just, throwing out a word of caution, there are people that believe that there may be something negative that has been brought here.
Well, if there's anyone down here, like I said upstairs, my name is Ryan and this is Dave. We are going to be staying the night here, and you're more than welcome to come and talk to us. We think that your home is beautiful, and we'd love it if you would speak to us or even show yourself to us. Let us see you. We've heard so many stories about the infamous Edinburg Manor, and we're here to see if you can still come out and speak to people even after you've passed on. We hope you'll speak to us. All right, everybody, we are getting ready to take off for abandonment. Dave and I just set up all the cameras. We have a lot of equipment here throughout Edinburg Manor. We have this camera here around and amongst the residence rooms on the second floor. We have a camera down in the main hallway on the first floor, and then a camera down in the hallway that leads to the cafeteria down in the basement. All areas that Cindy told us are areas where people pick up a lot of paranormal activity here at Edinburg Manor. So we are gonna leave the building and see what this stuff picks up. We're gonna come back in about an hour or so and start our in-person investigation from there. So, you ready, Dave?
I am. Let's do it.
We can go out this back door in the front.
Okay, there, keys, phone, wallet. We're leaving! We're leaving!
We left this main building and went to sit in the side bunkhouse for 1 hour. But we had no idea that what we would capture would sound like someone moving around inside of Edinburg Manor.
We're back! This is officially the start of the investigation here at Edinburg Manor. Dave and I are starting on the second floor here where the patients, the residents actually would live, spend a lot of their time. We're going to see if we can get some activity stirred up here. See if maybe someone wants to communicate with us while we're up here. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Really? Hello? You can touch that light. Whoa, I heard that. Was that in this room? It was. My camera's getting that REM pod, so. Are you sure? Yeah. I set it down on this table to make sure that it would, so that I could have both hands to set that stuff up. I am pretty positive that it is in. Oh yeah. Most definitely. I didn't mean to scare you off. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Thank you for touching that. Susie, is that you? Thank you. Can you go down to the other end of the hallway down here? Whoa. Can you go down to that end of the hallway down there by that room? You see that green light? If you touch that one, it'll also make a fun noise. Whoa. What was that? Something just... Dude. Is that walking? Something was moving in this room. And isn't it weird that the REM pod stopped going off and then all the movement picked up in this room? Yeah. Can you open or close one of these doors for us? I got the room.
Do you like that?
There's movement all around us.
So if you didn't hear earlier, hi. Cindy told us we could come in tonight. Me and him are friends. His name is Ryan. My name is Dave. And we just wanted to come in here and talk to you tonight. We know you're here because you keep making that go off. So thank you. That's too weird, man.
Mm-hmm. It was like I set it up and I walked away, and after you walked by, it was like something was following us down that hallway. Yeah. And it just started to play with that. But now it seems to have stopped.
Where did you go? We can hear you down there. You want to head down that way?
Yeah, let's walk down this way and see. Remember, we have a camera right here on the stairs to get the up and down part of the second floor. There's a music box sitting on the stairs there, but down below we set up motion sensors. The receiver is up here, so if something moves down there on the first floor or interrupts that motion sensor, it'll go off.
Whoa.
Wow.
Thank you. You seem very playful.
We turned our backs again, man.
Yeah. Well, if you want to keep playing with that, we'll give you some space.
Oh, sh**.
Whoa.
Did you hear that? You heard that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sh**.
Whoa.
Did you hear that? Oh, sh**.
Whoa.
Did you hear that? Sound like feet shuffling along the floor in here.
That's that room with the walker in
It is. What made that sound in here? If you need energy to be able to make things happen, you can take my energy, you can use it. You can do that if it'll help you make
communication, if it'll help you talk to us, you can use my energy. Isn't that what that sounded like, though? It was like...
Kind of, yeah.
We're going to be here all night, and you're more than welcome to follow us around and communicate with us. Whoa. It's out there.
Yeah.
The faster the millimeter beeps, the more extreme the ambient temperature change. And once the beeping reaches its fastest point, it stops. And then our microphone captures an unexplained voice.
Whoa.
Could the heat be the energy that was fueling this paranormal occurrence?
Do you want us to come back down this way?
What is this? There's a mirror on this door, but what was behind it? Just looks like a closet. Okay.
Was someone making noise down here?
There's a step up there, I guess. It's a little ledge I just fell over. Interesting. Yeah, it seems to have gotten quiet.
It does. We got a lot more of this building that we need to cover.
Yeah.
Even though we haven't established verbal communication, one thing's for sure, something is interested in us. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
So let's capitalize on that while we can.
Oh my God, that looks creepy. Okay. So you want to be in this room?
Yes.
Okay.
So while we run the SLS, Dave is going to be sweeping with the Ghost Tube Vox, which is a program designed by Jared and Amy from Amy's Crypt. And it is a spirit box program, but the difference is the device's magnetometer actually determines how the spirit box within the program sweeps and where it sweeps to. So they believe the magnetic fields can affect the sweep and therefore determine what words come through. So it's an interesting thing to experiment with, so we'll see what happens. I had to hit record really fast.
Okay.
I have a camera right here in my hand. If you walk up to it, whoa. Did that light just come on?
That's really creepy.
What the hell? Why did that light turn on?
Mommy.
Susie? I don't get that.
Go in there.
Why do you want me to go in there? What? Did you turn that light on down here?
Really, no. Shuttle.
What did that voice say?
I don't know, but that was very weird.
Picture.
Picture.
It's the sun.
It's It's the sun. I don't know. I don't either.
Standing in the cafeteria, almost 20 yards away from this light and seeing it turn on, is just plain eerie. Instantly, it made the hair on the back of our necks stand up. Did it have the same effect on you? Creepy, right? Now let's debunk it. 15 minutes ago, we entered the basement loaded down with gear. Both of us were carrying so much equipment our hands and arms were overflowing. Just before we entered the hallway, Dave tried these 2 light switches. Each immediately turned on lights in the kitchen. That's not where we wanted to set up. Immediately back off. As he rounds the corner, he tries another switch.
Oh no.
Nothing. No light. So he doesn't turn it off. No need to, right? And there is the defining moment. For the next 12 minutes, we set up the equipment and start filming. Both of us are blinded by LCD camera screens, so we don't even notice the bulb heating up in the hallway. Finally, after 13 minutes, the bulb is warm enough to illuminate.
You said picture. Do you want to take the picture like we were talking about?
What's your name?
Come on, you can stand in the picture.
Can you stand in the... See, it's me.
Mm-hmm.
We're just trying to take somebody's picture. If you want your picture taken, stand out here in the middle of the hall. We're not here to get anybody in trouble. Who's in the laundry room? What's your name? This game. Oh, this game, it said.
Whoa.
What?
Just disappeared. I had something on the floor and it just disappeared.
Who's in here with us? Whoa.
I
heard that. That was so loud. Whoa. Whoa. Are you in the kitchen here?
Are there any cooks here?
I don't know, we haven't really had much intelligent communication. We've had some equipment interaction and stuff, but as far as voices and responses and stuff, we haven't really had much communication. I think we need to up the stakes a little bit. Maybe make them feel a little bit more comfortable. I don't know, you want to split up and see what happens?
Yeah, if you would like to do a solo, you can.
Do you want to go out to the bathroom house and leave this whole building to me?
Yes.
Or would you like to also do a solo?
I think I'm good tonight.
Bye.
Good luck. Let's head over to the bunkhouse. let Ryan do his solo. It's been very quiet for the most part tonight. We've had a few things, you know, but I think with Ryan being in there by himself, there's more of a chance of something happening. So here's the bunkhouse, and that is where we're headed. If there are any children here with me, can you go down and play with one of the toys that I left in that room for you? It's just like your other toys. They light up, they make noise. And if you stand in this doorway right here to your room, music will play. Now I feel kind of bad because it's nice and warm in here, and it's not in the manor, so apologies, Ryan. You got the short end of the stick on that one. Okay. Rolling. EVP session. Edinburg Manor. This is being set right in the hallway here on the railing. Right on that railing, there's an orange light. If you walk up and you speak to it, I'll be able to hear your voice. It's definitely creepy in here, being alone. Being completely alone. It's definitely creepy in here, being alone. It's very creepy in here. Okay, so I am here in the bunkhouse. Ryan is still over in the manor. He is doing his solo. When he comes to get me, he'll have to knock at the door, and as soon as he does that, I will start rolling again, and we'll see what he had happen. Can you speak through this box loudly so I can hear you, please? Hello, who's the man that just spoke? Mark? Is that what you said? Mark, how did you end up here? How was that, Mark? Can you touch this light? Like this? Or that one over there? On the bed? It does the same thing. Someone upstairs really loved this thing over here. Can you go touch that box that's sitting in the hallway? The one with the numbers on it? Hello?
You know, I'm not going to be mad if you push stuff over or move things. You're more than welcome to do that. I'm all alone in here. You don't have to be afraid to come talk to me. I'm the only person in this whole building. Should I go? Is it safe for me to walk upstairs alone? Is that a safe thing for me to do? How about you tell me, where should I walk? Should I go to the second floor? Or should I go to the basement? I must say that there was a lot of quiet time in there. Not much happened, so I thought, why not go upstairs and see what happens by myself, where Dave and I were having some pretty interesting REM pod activity earlier. Can you go down to the other end of the hallway down here? Whoa. Okay. I'm gonna sit back right here and see if anything happens. I'm sitting right at the top of the stairs. Where's the person that was making the lights light up earlier? Wow, I just heard the pedal box say something from all the way up here. That's insane. Can you hear me? Can you hit that bell that's in that room in there? I'm hearing someone moving. Who's down there on the first level now? I can hear you. Are you a resident here at Edinburg Manor? Should I go back downstairs? Was that okay with you that I went upstairs alone? Dead? Who's dead? I'm gonna go get Dave, okay? I've been in here alone for an hour now. He's probably wondering if I'm still alive.
Okay, so Ryan just got done. He just knocked on the door. And there he is. Welcome.
Hello. Wow, it's warm in here. It was 33 degrees in there. Actually, the cameras are still rolling in that room and the equipment's still going.
Oh, okay.
Including the mini portal. But I left all of that, took the REM pod and went upstairs to the second floor again and put it exactly where we were having activity.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happened with the REM pod,
but from the second floor, I heard a man come through the mini portal from all the way downstairs in that room, and it echoed through the whole building.
Really?
Wow, I just heard the pedal box say something from all the way up here. But it was a weird experience being in there alone like that, but it was cool. So this is actually, we were looking at some of the history over in the bunkhouse before we came over here. This would have been the women's wards over here. Did you just look in the mirror and scare yourself?
Yes, I did. Sorry. Let's, yes. So, gosh, I did it again. So, yeah, like, whoa.
What was that? That was loud.
So, yeah, like, whoa.
What was that?
So, yeah, like, whoa.
What was that?
Are you laughing at me scaring myself? You want to go down here?
Yeah.
Hello?
Lounge closet. It's so crazy to see how everything was just left behind. The TVs, the walkers are still here, the chairs.
It is. It's like the whole place is just, time is just standing still in here.
And if you think about it, that's the perfect recipe for the energies to replay themselves, residual paranormal activity, or even trapped souls.
Did you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Come on down this way. Is anybody ready for their medication?
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Whoa. I don't even think I've been in this room. There's a pool table.
Edinburg Manor has been on our paranormal bucket list for almost a decade, and investigating inside this former asylum was exciting.
Whoa. Whoa.
Chilling.
Oh,
and thought-provoking.
Mommy.
Susie?
It also reminded us why it's important for us to do an abandonment session on every investigation. It's not glamorous, but it provides some of the best paranormal evidence. The manor has stood here for over 110 years, collecting energy from the souls that were deemed different, and we hope that it stands here for many more, so that maybe one day we can come back and visit again.
We do not come into this house alone. We always have a pair of us, because once you walk into this house, it seems to envelop you.
This place literally scared him. Are you ready, Dave?
I don't think so.
Footsteps are very prominent here. Running footsteps.
That was footsteps. I will be stepping foot in here alone later on tonight by myself.
Follow me. Follow you where? Whoa.
Evil.
Dude, what? Look at this. Oh God. No way.
All right, we are officially, Dave, on our way to the next haunted location on our Kentucky road trip.
Oh, yes we are. I cannot wait for this one. I've been looking forward to this one for a very long time. It's probably the one I'm looking forward to the most on this journey.
Yeah, because our friend Kalani Ghost Hunter has been here before, and he told us that this place literally scared him. But from what we understand, the history of this place is quite interesting. The constructor of the mansion built several mansions for his daughters, and this was one of them. And from what we know, the house would eventually turn into a brothel, where of course you would have a whole bunch of shady characters traveling from all over the state of Kentucky, all over the area, to come and partake in the libations there, to come and partake in the activities that would be held. And a lot of these brothels had a lot of historical situations that weren't documented because of the illicitness of the activity. So
a lot of secrets.
A lot of secrets. And we're gonna see exactly what secrets we can uncover on tonight's investigation at the Woodlawn estate.
I cannot wait for this one.
And we are getting close. We're just a few minutes away. Just 2 minutes away, actually. And it is not far from my brain what we experienced last night at the Murray Station homestead.
Right.
I have chills. That was full-on footsteps. So, we'll see when we get there. We're 1 minute away. We'll see exactly how freaky this house actually is.
But my biggest question with this one is are we going to be able to find it without getting lost?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had good luck with that over the past couple of months. So,
no.
Here we go. We're getting ready to pull up to it. There's the driveway.
Is this it?
This would be really awkward if it wasn't it. It looks like it is. Is this it? We're literally, if we pull into someone's driveway here, that would be so awkward.
Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
Sorry if you live here and you're watching this video.
We're driving up to your house, apparently. Sorry to the family that lives here.
Why can we never properly find the location we're supposed to be going to?
I don't know.
I'm behind the barn. Go around the driveway.
Oh, okay. So maybe we go around the other way, because there was a road that went straight.
Oh, I think I see Marshall's truck over there.
Oh, okay. So we're in the right driveway. We're just not in the right place.
Look at the dog. Hi! Hi! He wasn't having it.
He was not. So, now that we're back on the right path here, I mean, that might have been some foreshadowing there a little bit ago on whether or not we were going to get lost. Now they're running with us this way. Oh, I see it back there. I see it. Oh, wow. There it is.
I am already creeped out. There's Marshall.
There he is. Guiding us in. Wow. Wow. All right, we are here. We are officially at Woodlawn Estates, Maysville, Kentucky. This place is very creepy and ominous, and I'm ready to get in here and find out the exact history of this place from Marshall and Jada and see what we can capture tonight. Are you ready, Dave?
I don't think so. This kind of caught me off guard. Wow. This has a very strong vibe coming off of it. This is crazy.
Well, let's get in there and see what we pick up on, see what we capture.
Let's get in there.
Woodlawn Estates, a Gothic Victorian mansion of just immense proportions. In 1854, Charles Schultz built 3 houses for his daughters. They called them the Three Sisters Farms. 22 years, I believe, is how long she lived here. Her father passed away. After that, it was sold and into other hands. In the early 1900s, it became a brothel because this place had started to go down in character and aesthetics and everything, so they just turned it into a brothel as people were coming through on the river boats and everything down the river, because we're not too far away from the Ohio River right now. So, I mean, ladies of the night, you know, met men of the river and money changed hands.
I don't know about you, Ryan, but I am beyond excited to film at this place tonight.
I am too, and the thing that I think I'm most excited about is the fact that we didn't have the whole picture, we didn't have the whole story before we came here. We walked in, we met up with Jada and Marshall, and they started telling us the real history of the Woodlawn estate. And what we found out is not only was it a private home built for a daughter of a very wealthy man, but it was also a brothel, which we knew. And then, after that, it became a nursing home.
In every institution of care, you have victories and you have tragedies. In Woodlawn's case, it was more tragedies than victories, because the funeral director now, he said when he was a child, he used to come up here with his dad and pick up the bodies from Woodlawn Estates.
And that just kind of made my hair stand on end when I heard that, because I was like, another nursing home? But this place, you would have never expected it to be a nursing home. This place is beautiful. I guess you would have never expected it to be a brothel either.
No. And I mean, the scale of everything in this place is massive. Like, look at the size of this door. I'm 5'7", and that's gotta be double my height, right?
Yeah, it's gotta be 12-foot doors.
I mean,
10 or 12-foot doors.
It's crazy, and every door in here, except for maybe one, is like that. And it's just, the amount of money that went into this place, I'm sure it was an opulent, over-the-top mansion back in its day.
Right back in this room here. This walker right here is the walker that freaked out Marshall because he and Jada were in here investigating middle of the afternoon.
We had walked through the whole house and even over into the walker room. And me and my wife walked upstairs into the peacock room, and all of a sudden we heard the loudest bang, like something was slammed down. We start running out. And as I came down to the bottom of the stairs, I looked through the door and seen that the walker had been moved to the center of the room.
And this walker had moved from here to there. And when they came back and that walker was sitting in the middle of the floor, they freaked out. We should keep an eye on this walker tonight.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna place it back exactly where it was, and then we will know if it moves. It is going in the corner, and in the corner is where it will stay. Unless someone wants to move it.
Footsteps are very prominent here. Running footsteps. Audible voices can be heard here. People talking. Literally, you can hear them talking. Objects being moved around the house when no one's in here.
I do want to say, when Marshall and Jada gave us a very quick walkthrough earlier, we came up to the top of the stairs here and Marshall almost lost his mind because there was a doll that they keep on the mantle 2 rooms over, and it was laying in this doorway. And Jada came up and saw it, and she was equally as freaked out and said that nobody has been in here, and that doll should have been where it was left.
On the mantle.
On the mantle.
And we didn't have any cameras because all the equipment was still loaded in the car, so we were just walking through with nothing on us. So we didn't have any way to document it, but
Right.
the doll was laying right in this doorway, right in the middle of the floor. And let's walk over and show them where it actually is supposed to be. And there she is. So that's where the doll was supposed to be.
Yes. The doll's supposed to be right here on this mantle. This is also the room where Kalani and Savannah were standing, and they heard something charge at them. That was this room right here.
And the fella we're talking about, he's a pretty big guy, and it ran at him like somebody was getting ready to tackle him. It sounded that ominous. So, and for him to say he was scared, that means a whole lot. Not that I'm well versed in brothels or anything, but I know that when you get booze and you get money and you get jealousy involved, a lot of energy is released. His wife was behind him, and I think that may have been one of the Johns that was trying to get to his wife, is what my thoughts are.
Are you a nursing home patient, or are you a lady of the night? You know, Dave and I are here tonight, and it is night. That was footsteps. Where is that coming from? We can bring you in some money later if you want some money.
We do not come into this house alone. We always have a pair of us, because once you walk into this house, it seems to envelop you. It wraps around you because of the immense size of it. And the energy when you walk in is, you can feel the static in the air.
Please.
Please. Please what?
Follow you.
Follow you.
You can follow us. You're more than welcome to come all around the house with us tonight. There's nothing that we need to do privately. You can be stuck to our hip all night if you want.
We'd love for you to make some noises or move some doors or something for us.
That's why we're here. Let's explore this way, because I don't think we...
What happened to me?
We don't know what happened to you.
It's what we're trying to figure out.
We were hoping you could tell us what happened to you, or maybe why you were here. Never fails. Let's go in this room.
The burial mound is about, I wouldn't say, maybe an eighth of a mile down the road. The archaeologists came in, I think they found 15 women, and they weren't even able to get to the bottom of the mound. So they sealed it back up, historically speaking, back to the way it was, and covered it back up. But you can feel the energy in the house. There's just as much energy on the outside of the house, on the grounds.
So this area is normally restricted. This is where Blue Collar Paranormal keeps their break room. That's where they have all of their stuff set up during events and everything. But we got the okay from Marshall and Jada to go in here to access the basement. So naturally, Dave, you're not going to go down here.
No.
Are you sure?
100% positive.
That you're not going to go down there?
I'm not going into another spider nest. The Mineral Springs Hotel, I'm still scarred.
So now Dave is going to, night has fallen on the Mineral Springs Hotel, and now Dave is going to have to venture past venture past all of these crickets. If you just calmly walk past him and don't look at him.
That scarred me.
Well, that's okay, because that's just going to add a little bit more intensity to the mission at hand.
We're not fighting, it's okay.
Does it say fighting?
Fight.
Or fight. We're not fighting. That'll add a little bit more intensity to the mission at hand, because that is a massive basement. From what Marshall told me, the size of the first floor is how big the basement is.
I've been down there one time, and I'm not afraid to say that it gives me the creeps. So you have rooms in the basement just as big as the rooms you do on the first floor, and it's dark.
I will be stepping foot in here alone later on tonight by myself to see exactly what paranormal activity waits down there, or to see what else is down there.
Yes, so make sure that you watch until the end of the episode to see Ryan, not me, Ryan, go down there and check that out. Yeah, because I'm sure it's going to be interesting.
Leave here.
Leave here? Why do you want us to leave? We came here to talk to you. Don't you want someone to talk to? But I'm glad that you understand how to use this device. Thank you. My name is Dave. I'm sorry, we did not introduce ourselves. My name is Dave, and this is Ryan.
Hello, it's nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Who is he?
I'm Ryan, and that's Dave. Who is who?
The expectations of Woodlawn, with you guys, the energy that you all bring into your investigations, I believe that it will start off slower, but as the night progresses, like I said, with your all's energy, you're gonna fire it up. And they do like good looking men upstairs, so you guys, y'all rock out.
But what do you think? I think it's about time, with the activity sounding like it's starting to kick off. And with the basement waiting for me later on tonight. I think it's time that we set up this equipment, set up these cameras, and do an abandonment session. See what happens at Woodlawn Estate when this place is completely empty.
Let's do it. Let's get everything set up and get another abandonment started. But before the abandonment starts, y'all, make sure that you hit the like button, the thumbs up button. It's right down there.
Real.
Yeah, see, they really want you to do it. So click that like button, hit the thumbs up button, share this all over the world. And if you want to, head over to our merch site and grab yourself a piece of Paranormal Quest merch. And we will see you for the abandonment. All right.
Oh, tripwire just went off.
Ooh. Interesting.
That is fascinating. If there's someone on the stairs, we're going to be leaving for a few minutes, but if you like playing with those lights, you can do that. You can play with any of the other lights. You can knock some stuff over, you can move stuff, slam doors, shut doors, whatever you want to do. So, we're going to be leaving for about an hour, and we have 3 cameras, excuse me. Normally we have 4, but we've covered so much space with 3 cameras here at Woodlawn Estate that we didn't need 4 cameras.
Yes.
So we have a camera up on the 2nd floor, and it is shooting from the front corner of the house here all the way back across, catching all 4 rooms to all 4 subsequent rooms up there. Then we have camera here at the bottom of the stairs, an action cam, wide angle, and not only is it getting the stairs, but it's also getting into this room, and it's also getting across the hallway. So it's getting a lot of space there with the paranormal tripwire on the stairs. This room right here, which is just off, I'm assuming is probably a parlor of some kind.
I'm assuming.
We have a camera set up right here, shooting right through into what Marshall calls the walker room.
Yeah.
Because that's where that walker is that he had moved when he and Jada were in here one afternoon. We have the Mel meter right there with the REM function turned on, so if anything gets close to that, it'll light up. And we also have a cat ball and some things here. Yep. So we have various pieces of equipment upstairs. There's like a piece of equipment in every doorway up there.
Yeah, we got the piccolo, we've got the REM pod, we've got the PMB up there as well. So
yeah,
we're pretty much covered.
We're wired.
We are. Yeah, I think we should get out of here.
Yeah.
And leave the house to the spirits.
Let's get out of here.
All right, one more thing though, guys.
Hello? All right, so we're gonna grab these cameras, we're gonna get our equipment ready, re-battery up. I think we're gonna come back up here to the second floor.
Yeah, I think so. I think we should start up here.
See what happens.
Dave Audio first session. You like that thing?
Ryan Audio first session. We left that light by the doll for you. Whoa. That wasn't me, was it? No. Thank you. No. It's not me.
Earlier when we came up here, Marshall and Jada were surprised that that doll was in the middle of the floor.
We're gonna put this right here.
So when we leave, if you don't want that doll up there anymore, we want you to push it off of there. So go ahead and do that if you want.
Whoa.
Yep, push it right off of there. Bizarre.
Yeah, that's interesting. Thank you. We'll be back in a couple minutes. We have to go grab a couple of things and we'll be back.
Knock that off of there for us.
We're gonna go upstairs. You can play with that walker if you want. Marshall told us you like to play with that walker. We're coming back in. So you can see I set up the paranormal music box, the PMB, pointing down this hallway right here towards the top of the stairs. So if anyone rounds the corner from the top of the stairs to come in here, the PMB is going to go off. Yes. Hello? Did you stop messing with those lights by the doll? Ooh.
You good?
Yeah. I feel like I just got bit by something.
I said you could knock that doll off of there onto the ground if you want. Since supposedly you don't like it. Is there anyone still up here with us?
Our friend Kalani came here with his wife, Savannah, and they heard really loud footsteps in here. Can you walk really loudly for us?
Are you a patient here in the nursing home?
Or are you one of the women that worked here in this brothel? Do you think we're Johns? Do we need to go get money? Nothing. It was hard to hear. It's hard to decipher what is a voice and what's not because you can just barely on this microphone hear the dogs barking out there.
Yeah.
So EVP sessions in this area, because you can hear those dogs so clearly, may not be the best option. Do you want this Jim Beam right here? Can you grab it? Use your energy to see if you can give us an image of what happened up here or what was here.
There is a bed with white sheets.
Bed with white sheets. Does it look institutional or does it look homey? Looks nondescript.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Like, we haven't really gotten any activity since we came back up here, but I'm just not feeling good.
Really?
Yeah. I got like this pressure in my head, and I got like this building irritability. But it doesn't make any sense because nothing is actually happening.
Right.
Let me just try something. I'm gonna walk out onto the stairs.
Okay.
If you just want to stay here for a second. I'm gonna go out here on the stairs. Leave Dave up here alone by himself in that room for a second. Whew. I immediately feel better.
Really?
Yeah.
That's strange. Are you making Ryan feel angry in here? Were you a patient here in this nursing home? Dude.
What?
Look at this. It's like somebody laying on a hospital bed with 3 doctors and nurses around.
Really? Oh, wow. Whew, that's really weird. Yeah, that is really weird. And as soon as I stepped back in here, that pressure in my head came back.
Really?
Yes.
Wonder what it is.
I don't know. Do you not like me being in here? Do you want me to leave? If you make one of these lights turn on, I will leave Dave up here by himself. Or I'll just leave and go back downstairs.
Do you think it's the same scenario as Murray Station?
What do you mean?
Where as soon as I left, stuff started happening?
Where as soon as you left?
Yeah.
I don't know. I stepped out and nothing happened except for... You mean like just opposite?
No, I just mean how at Murray Station nothing was happening when I was in the house.
Yeah. I don't know, we can try the opposite. What happens if you step out on the stairs?
I don't know here.
Dave's gonna step out for a minute. If you want to, maybe you can talk to me. How, is that better?
I've left the room.
Did any ladies up here enjoy their job? Or were you forced to do it? We want to know about your life. We want to know who you were and if you're still here in this house. Couldn't even begin to tell you what the hell that is. Oh. Let's try the opposite, see if both of us being out of there and gone, see if that does anything. Rolling, this is EVP session in the stairwell of the Woodlawn Manor.
What is that?
What? Oh, it's just a moth or something. Oh man. So we left all the stuff up there, and we're standing here on the stairs. Is there anyone here who wants to tell us anything, wants to talk to us?
Did anything bad ever happen on these stairs? Hello?
Is there a doctor here? We heard there were quite a few people who passed away here in the nursing home.
I'm thinking about sliding down this banister. Would you be upset if I did that? Bizarre. That was me, by the way.
Let me go ahead and listen back and see if there's anything on here.
Okay.
Ending.
Rolling into the EVP section in the stairwell of the Woodlawn Manor. What is that? What? Oh, it's just a moth or something. So we're let all the stuff up there, and we're standing here on the stairs. Is there anyone here who wants to tell us anything? Wants to talk to us? Is there anyone here who wants to tell us anything? We let all the stuff up there, and we're standing here on the stairs. Is there anyone here who wants to tell us anything? Wants to talk to us? Did anything bad ever happen on these stairs? Hello? Is there a doctor here? We heard there were quite a few people who passed away here in the nursing home. Thinking about sliding down this banister, would you be upset if I did that? Listen back and see if there's anything wrong with it.
Nothing. 0 for 3 with the voice recorder and EVPs, so it just goes to show you, I mean, when we do capture something on that voice recorder, what is that on there?
Some kind of like, I'm not really sure.
Huh.
Maybe that's something in the basement. I don't know. We haven't been down there yet.
Maybe. Be interesting if I should say me, when I walk down there, if I see something like that down there. But I will say, before we rolled on these cameras, we were up there and that Mel meter was going off as we were setting up. That right there only adds validity to the fact that something was setting that off.
Oh yeah.
Because it hasn't gone off since, and we were in there for all that time and it had nothing. So maybe we should grab that equipment, move down here to the first floor and switch up our tactic and see what we can come up with down here on this first level.
Let's do it. Let's give it a shot.
Let's switch it up.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
The Mel's going off. I'm gonna pass through here.
Whoa, Ryan audio. Hello?
You like that thing? Wow. Can you push that over for me? Can you knock that thing over? Wow. It's still going. That's crazy. Rolling on this camera. Push it over. Knock it over for me. I want you to. That's it. I can't believe that's still going off. That was my fault. Sorry, I kicked a tripod. Push that over for me. You like those bright lights? If you do, can you light it up again? If you like those bright lights? It lit it up once. It did. Rolling EVP session. This is right by the Mel meter on the first floor of Woodlawn Manor. I'm gonna set this right here for you. Can you talk into that red light if you're here with us? Where did you go? What was that? What? You didn't hear that voice? No? Whoa. I can't believe you didn't hear that voice. Mm-mm. That was very clear. Where did you go? Where did you go? What was that? What? You didn't hear that voice? No? Whoa. You like those lights? My name's Ryan, this is Dave. What's your name? Thank you. Do you see that thing Ryan just put right in the doorway there? It's silver, it's on the ground. You can talk to that and we can hear you. Will you come out and have some fun with us here? We're going to have a camera that's going to be able to take your picture. Will you show up in the picture? Ending. I'm gonna go out here and listen to this because it's me. I don't want to disrupt the view of this camera. What's that? Oh, what's that? There's something there. There's something there. kind of feel like I hear.
Do you hear Chris?
Is your name Chris?
Is your name Chris? Christopher?
I hear 2 syllables.
I really do think I hear Chris there, but I mean, we'll be able to review it back on the audio. And now that we have it on the microphone, we have it for indefinitely, you know, so
Yeah.
we can listen back to it as many times and see what we hear. But there's someone in that room, I feel. Let's grab the SLS camera.
Okay. Come in here with me for 1 sec.
Okay.
Ooh. I got goosebumps as soon as I walked in here.
Yeah, it's colder in here too.
It really is. I'm gonna walk right by you. I'm gonna walk right by you here.
Whoa.
What?
I just put this battery on this camera and now it's dying.
Really?
Yes.
Let me go get another one before you shut that off.
Okay. I don't want it to corrupt the file though if it dies. Stopping. Can you grab that handheld on the way by?
Yeah.
There it went.
The camera?
Just died.
Oh shoot, and that just went off.
I know.
It was like the last bit of energy.
Yeah, go ahead and leave that there because this camera, because it died, it had to try and recover that file, so I'm glad I stopped that one. Okay. And restarted it. Okay, cool.
I'm walking by you. I want to set something else back here for you.
It was me.
Look at all the lights on that one.
That was me.
Notice how that didn't go off when I went by it.
Right.
All right. I don't know what the battery life is like on this.
An hour and 42 minutes.
All right, I'm gonna get the SLS.
Okay. Where'd you go? Is your name Chris? Dave's officially rolling on the SLS camera.
Yes. You want to start over here?
Yeah.
We're gonna leave you alone with your lights on the floor there, okay? We'll let you have those back.
It was interesting that as soon as you walked back there, it stopped going off, and it hasn't gone off since you walked back there.
I know.
How does it work?
You stand in front of it. Stand right in front of Dave on the stairs here.
and he'll be able to take your picture. You'll show up right there in front of him. And it won't be your exact likeness, but it'll be a cool little stick figure.
Can you go stand on the landing right up there? I want to take your photograph.
There it goes again. Thank you for touching that. Can you touch the other one that's behind it?
I put another one back in the kitchen for you.
Above. It says above.
Where?
Push this door shut really fast, just so we don't hear the crickets as much.
Yeah. Okay. Where are you? Chris, if that's your name and you can still hear me, can you try and make those lights go off again like you were?
What was that? I don't know.
Thank you.
Monster.
Is there a monster in here?
Where's the monster?
Evil.
Where is the monster? Where's the evil monster?
We're not evil monsters, I promise you. Chris or whomever was lighting those lights up, I'd love it if you could push that device over while we're not in the room. Can you do that? We'll be far away so you can have your space to do it. Is that your walker back there? Can you go stand by it for me? Can you go stand by your walker there? I have a really weird vibe. I know.
Me too.
You do.
Mm-hmm. Who's in the octagon room here?
Please come back.
Please come back. Chris, do you want us to come back? That's kind of creepy.
If that's you asking us to come back, make the lights go off and we'll come back.
Let's go.
All right, Chris, we're coming back.
This battery just got zapped too. It just dropped by 20 minutes in a matter of seconds.
Really?
It's down to 32 minutes of battery, but I don't know how long it'll last. We'll see.
Okay, there's a fully charged one in there.
Okay. So I'll switch if I need to, but
okay.
I had a lot more battery just a couple seconds ago, so. Chris, are you taking our battery? We're coming back to see you. He's going to bring that camera in there.
It went off when you said that.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Just to reiterate, There is no electricity in this house.
None. No electricity running to this house anymore.
Shot.
Shot?
Like, no electric.
Right.
Were you shot? Chris, if we come back in the room, can we make a deal? If we come back in, will you stand in front of my camera here so I can take your photograph? If that's okay, and you agree to that, can you light up those lights? Okay, we don't have to do that.
How about this? I brought this in. We have some money here. I don't know if they had paper money back in your time, but this is money. And what if I set the money right here and you can grab it? Can you grab that money? It's yours. I can't talk.
You can't talk because there's somebody keeping you from talking? Are you still back there? If you're afraid of this thing that I'm holding here, it's not going to hurt you.
What's it at?
Heart attack.
What did it say?
Heart attack?
Heart attack?
It said heart attack.
Is that what happened to you? You had a heart attack? If that's the case, can you make that light up again for yes?
Rolling second EVP session by the Melmeter in the room where we believe. What'd it say?
Damaged.
Damaged. We're going to leave this in the room where we thought we caught the name Chris, leaving this right by the Melmeter. All right, I'm going to leave that right there, okay? And you can speak to it and tell us give us a message. You can give us any message, okay? I'm going to walk back out of here. Okay, it's in there alone. Can you use that again, Chris?
Can you push that walker over? Can you tip it over?
Go ahead and tip it.
It's really weird how it's
Yeah, completely. Who are they?
We've already told you. My name's Dave. I'm currently waving at you. Can you see me? I'm Dave.
My name's Ryan, and I have no hands to wave at you.
I'm pointing at Ryan. He's right here.
I mean, I have hands. I mean, I just have, my hands are full.
Can you still see and hear us? If you can, light that device up again like you were. Interesting. I think this is one of those places that comes in waves.
Yeah. Very well could. Can you hold that?
Yeah.
I'm going to come in there and collect that. And then I'm going to listen to it to see if you spoke.
Holy water.
What did it say?
Holy water.
Holy water.
I've never heard him say that before.
Me neither. All right, I'm coming in. And I'm going to listen to this. Nothing.
Wow. That's bizarre. It's just like, once again, everything has stopped.
Yeah. So what do you think? Maybe we should go ahead and pack up the SLS camera since nothing seems to be popping up with it. And then maybe we could go into that room by the Melmeter and sit there, set up a chair and do an Estes Method spirit box session right there to see if anyone wants to communicate.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
You ready?
I am putting on the headphones and then I'm gonna sweep, but I just did that in total darkness without needing any light at all, so I just want to brag about that.
I couldn't do it. All right, everybody, so we have moved on to doing an Estes session, and Ryan is currently sitting right where we had the Mel going off with a lot of interaction on that Mel where we think we were speaking to somebody named Chris.
All right, I'm sweeping.
So we're gonna try this Estes.
Wait.
And see if we can make contact. All right, Chris or anyone else who's here listening, my name is Dave. That is Ryan. He has things on his ears. And he's listening to a radio that you can use like a microphone to come through and speak.
Sounded like a faint voice said, "Who's there?" and then a louder voice said, "Zach," or "Stop," or something like that.
I'm going to ask you a series of questions.
I love you.
You do?
And then I thought I heard Chris.
Oh, no way. Chris, if that's you, can you make the lights go off again right in front of Ryan? You've been able to do that all night for us. Could you try it one more time? It would be really helpful.
Hallway.
Yeah, Ryan is sitting in the hallway there. Is that okay with you?
Follow me.
Follow you where? Can you make a sound so I know where to follow you? I will.
Come on down.
It's gotta be fairly loud sound though, because I can't hear the best. Were you here when this was a nursing home?
Ooh, that was a full-on sentence. I'll have to review that one. But I couldn't make it out.
Did you die here in this house?
Still waiting.
Earlier, somebody said...
Chris.
Chris? Thank you for talking to us, Chris. We really appreciate it. You know that you don't have to be afraid of us, right? Someone earlier mentioned heart attack. Did you die in this house from a heart attack? Chris, I'm getting cold chills right now. Is that you?
Bird. Or birds, or something like that.
Chris, if that's you making it colder in here, giving me cold chills, can you light up those lights like you have been? Do you like what Marshall and Jada are doing to the house?
I thought I just heard someone say something and then Dave, or maybe it was one day, I'm not sure.
Do you like that they're bringing people back into the home? Are you out here in the hallway like you said? If you are, we set some money over there on the floor for you. Can you go try and pick that up so I know that you see it?
Are you scared of me or something like that?
I'm not afraid of you. And I don't want you to be afraid of me or Ryan, okay? That's not why we're here. We're not here to make you afraid. That's not right. This is your house.
Come out.
You spent time here, not us. You lived here. Your memories were here. Your life was here. And I'm just here with my friend to see if any of those memories are left over. Does it upset you that we're in here trying to talk to you like this? Do you like when people come here to talk to you? I feel like you had a message for somebody before you died, but you never got to get that message across.
It sounded like a man said, "My gosh, she's so pretty."
Is there something that you want to say to somebody?
I'm not hearing anything else.
No?
No, it's like all the voices just stopped. Did any of the equipment go off?
Nope.
Wow.
Not one time did that millimeter go off while you were sitting there, but the intensity that it went off before just does not make sense.
No.
Were you falling asleep?
I was starting to get a little bit naughty.
Naughty?
Like nodding off.
Oh. He's getting naughty, y'all.
I'm getting a bit naughty. Yeah, that 3 hours of sleep or 4 hours of sleep or whatever's catching up with me.
Well, I tell you what, why don't we cut this session here, and for the final session, we're gonna send you to the basement. How about that?
Sounds good to me. Let's cut this, recharge some batteries. I'm gonna throw some caffeine down my throat, and then we can come back and see what happens.
Ryan's going to the basement as promised, y'all. So if you made it this far in the video, leave a comment that says, I bet Ryan won't go to the basement by himself.
Don't actually bet money, because if you bet money, you'll lose. Because I'm going to the basement alone.
All right, Ryan.
Dave?
It is time.
It's time. It is just before 2 a.m. And for the first time tonight, I'm gonna be venturing down to the basement for the first time ever. I've never seen the basement down here. I don't know what it looks like. Marshall told me that there might be some creepy cages or pens down here, whatever that means. And so I'm gonna be going down these stairs right here into this creepy basement, which you called a spider den.
Yes.
So we'll see, that's why you're not going down there.
Correct.
So you're gonna go up to the second floor again.
Yes.
And see if you can have any activity with anyone up there.
Yep.
While I go down here into the basement alone. We'll see what happens. I got some equipment in this bag. I'm gonna set up this static camera somewhere down there with some equipment. And I'm gonna wander down here with this front-facing camera and face cam to make sure I don't miss anything when I'm down here.
All right.
I'm
Best
excited.
of luck to you.
Thank you, sir. Best of luck to you. And it's time for me to go to the basement.
Have fun.
I'll try. I'm gonna flip the screen forward so I can see and so I don't fall. Down I go. I can't even see what's around me. Oh!
Are you all right?
Yeah, the bottom step is missing.
Oh, God.
But you know what? That happens. Oh. Oh, God.
What?
It's quicksand.
Really?
Oh. God.
What is happening?
Marshall, what did you get me into? Oh. Oh, God. Oh. Oh. Hopefully it dries out back here. Okay.
All right, everybody. So Ryan and I have split up for a solo. I've already got a few things running upstairs. And we're gonna go see if we can have anything happen.
This is underneath the solarium. I wonder if there is anything back this way. I couldn't see. Do I dare to walk? Oh, there's more that way. Okay. Do I gotta walk back through the soupy mess? Let me stick to this wall over here. If I stick to this wall, we should be okay. Maybe. I'm gonna get stuck again. Okay. Oh. Okay. I am getting stuck in the mud down here. Hello? Oh, this is creepy.
I put the equipment over in the solarium. I didn't even realize all of this was here when I came down the stairs.
All right, my name is Dave. My friend Ryan is downstairs in your basement, the basement of your home. And we have separated to try and talk to you independently to see if maybe you will come through and communicate with us. Would you be willing to do that? Would you be willing to come through and have a talk with me? It's been said that there's somebody who likes to run or rush people up here on this floor. Is that true? Is that what you like to do?
Let's see what we can do with Vox. This is I can't even think of it. Woodlawn Estate. If there's someone down here with me, I have a box in my hand. It's just like any other spirit box that someone may have used, or ghost box. It's like it's storming. What did they use this basement for? Are you a part of the Schultz family?
I know me being up here is probably not what you want at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm sorry if I'm disturbing you. But right in front of me, I've got a device sitting on the floor by this doll. If you could recognize that, or if you can recognize that, could you try and touch that doll or that device and let me know that you're here? That would be greatly appreciated. Can you do that for me? I'm up here by myself, so you feel less intimidated. Over to my left, in this doorway, there's a little ball sitting on the ground. You can try and roll that to let me know you're here. Or over on my right-hand side, there's a little toy on the ground that plays music. If you try stepping in front of that, it'll play some music for you to listen to.
I'm gonna go get this stuff. You don't like it? Okay. Whew. I changed the batteries in this light so I could see further. That one ended up being almost dead. I move this camera and this equipment in here where it's not intensely muddy. You see all these lights right here? Someone upstairs named Chris was setting off that one closest to the door back there, was touching it and making it light up. Can you touch that one back there?
Who was it? Oh, God. Nope. Oh, God. I think it just said Chris again. My foot is stuck. Okay, I'm not going that way. I'm pretty much boxed in right here. Let me go back this way. Oh.
When this was a nursing home, were you a patient here? I hope they treated you all right. And I hope I'm treating you okay. I hope you're not afraid or upset that I'm here. But it's just for me that you've already passed away. And sometimes we see and we hear things from those who have passed away. And it keeps us curious to what it is. So with these cameras and these pieces of equipment, sometimes we can communicate with you. Or maybe we're just communicating with different dimensions. We don't know.
Can you tell me if you can choose to stay here, or if your energy just remains wherever you passed away? I would show you how to use those lights over there, but I'm kind of boxed in here. The one in the middle, the red light, if you get close to it, it should start to play music. Have you heard music in a while?
We scream.
You scream. Can I hear that? Can I hear you scream? What's weird is that it's definitely stone walls down here. I don't know what that image on Seer that we got earlier was, but I can't say that it looked similar, but I mean, I definitely remember that the walls in that image were stone.
You know what I'm doing here is I'm holding a camera and I'm documenting everything that I'm doing, and any communication that I make with you is documented. And I can show this to people all over the world. And it gives people great comfort to know that there's something beyond what we know is just death. So if you have made any type of communication or reached out in any way to me or Ryan tonight, I appreciate it. Okay. Battery dead.
Can you come through this box right here and tell me what you see when you passed on? If you can even hear my voice, I want to know if you can even talk to me. That's what I do. I travel to different places and try and find out if there's strange things that occur here, and if it could possibly be related to people who lived before us. No one has been able to definitively say that there's consciousness after. I'm hearing footsteps.
I was like,
Dave?
Yeah.
Are you already down here?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, guys, I don't seem to be getting much down here. No clear responses, none of the equipment's gone off, but definitely an adventure down here with the amount of standing water that we have in here, so. Since Dave is back from his solo and he's up here packing up, right up above me here, I'm gonna go ahead and end this session. Literally, I came down here without a light. Oh my God. And look over to that side. Like the sidewalk. It's just like quicksand. My feet got stuck in it. So, there's that. Okay, but yeah, because I came down, I didn't realize that the bottom step was missing. Which I didn't fall, I just kind of stepped down a little harder than I wanted to, which was fine because I was on the concrete.
Yeah.
But then, because I didn't have a light going full night vision, my light was in my pocket. And when I looped back under the solarium, I stepped right in this like pond of like quicksand mud, and my feet got stuck. And so,
yikes.
Then I walked all the way back there, only to realize after I got back there and set the equipment up that all this back here was a much bigger part of the basement.
Yeah.
So then I had to go back through the quicksand mud to get the camera and the equipment and come back over here.
Sounds like you had quite the adventure down here.
Yes, paranormal activity, not much.
Yeah.
Excitement of me getting stuck in the mud every time I tried to move somewhere? Yes, in spades.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, to the end of the video, make sure you comment, I'm a true Paranormal Quest fan, and I made it to this point in the video. And make sure you smash the like button. We will catch you next time. Big thank you to Marshall and Jada for letting us come and check this place out. And we will see you guys in the next episode, the next Paranormal Quest. Thank you for watching. Bye.